who knows? But there are certain signs that suggest if they could change or not, and that is one of the first signs: is can they take any responsibility that they play a role in whatever problems are going on in their life or in their relationships, or that the fact that they were fired from their fourth job now, can they take any responsibility at all? And if the answer is no, then the prognosis for change is very limited.
That's interesting because yeah, thanks for bringing that up because I was curious about like if someone's listening right now and they're listening and hearing a lot of like tendencies that they're very very familiar with, and they're maybe noticing for the first time it's just coming up to their, through the subconscious into their consciousness that this is the reality for them in a relationship. Are there other signs or what are some of the other stresses that might be accompanying that relationship that would help them kind of connect the dots?
Wait, so the question is, if something that was maybe not so conscious is beginning to emerge, there's some
Mm-hmm.
recognition, right? That they
Mm-hmm.
slow down. This is part of like mindfulness, right? They're recognizing something, maybe, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a more regulated state. So the question is then something painful, I would imagine. Is that right? Like what,
Yeah.
like something is beginning to emerge that's uncomfortable. And the question is, what do you do with that? Or what's the next
Yeah,
step?
I mean, yeah, I guess I was asking like three questions in one. So yeah, first,
No
first of
problem. Go
all,
ahead.
first of all, how do you start to process that? Or like what other dots, if they're curious and they're like, maybe are there any other dots they could be
Oh, okay.
connecting to help
Let's
them
think. Okay.
clarify what
Okay.
they're looking at?
Okay. Let's think about that one first. So the first thing you need to do is go get a drink. No, I'm just kidding. That's because that's what people do, by the way, right? Is like you get something to get rid of it as quickly as
Numb it
possible.
out.
So one thing you could do actually is if you have a good friend or if you're in therapy or you have a relationship with somebody, that you feel is, that there's enough trust there. You check in with somebody. You could say, "Hey, listen, I noticed something about myself or I've been thinking about something, but I don't know if this is accurate. Do I tend to be a burden? Am I a burden? Like, do you feel that I'm too much?" I don't know. I'm just making that part up, Lindsay,
Mhm.
because I don't know exactly what's emerging. But one way to do is just to check in with people because you wanted to start to distinguish between what's a persecutory thought. Maybe I'm just being hard on myself and what's a reality.